Welcome back to Medical Miracle, the channel where we uncover the astonishing ways humanity has pushed the boundaries of healing throughout history. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating and frankly miraculous topics in ancient medicine: how our ancestors tried to regrow teeth. You know, in our modern world, we lose a tooth and head straight to the dentist for implants or dentures. But thousands of years ago, without x-rays, anesthesia, or even basic antibiotics, ancient cultures weren't just pulling teeth, they were innovating ways to replace, stabilize, and even regenerate them using nature's toolkit and sheer ingenuity. From golden bridges in Egyptian tombs to herbal elixirs in ancient India, these methods might sound like science fiction, but they're backed by archaeology and historical texts. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll see how these ancient hacks laid the groundwork for today's dental miracles. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell. We drop mind-blowing medical history every week. Let's jump in. Let's start with the pyramids and pharaohs, ancient Egypt, around 3000 to 1000 BCE. These folks were obsessed with the afterlife, and that included having a perfect smile for eternity. Tooth loss was rampant back then, thanks to gritty diets full of sand from the Nile that wore down enamel like sandpaper. But did they just accept it? No way. Archaeologists have found mummies with what look like the world's first dental bridges. Imagine this. When a tooth fell out, Egyptian dentists, likely priests or skilled artisans, would take replacement teeth from donors, animals, or even the deceased and bind them to neighboring teeth using thin gold or silver wires. We're talking intricate wiring, twisted around the roots to hold everything in place. One famous example from around 2600 BCE shows a mummy with mismatched teeth wired in. DNA tests confirm they weren't original. And it wasn't just for show. Some evidence suggests these procedures happened during life for the elite. They even hammered copper pegs into jawbones as early implants. Talk about a painful but miraculous fix. For prevention, they mixed honey, cumin, and incense into pastes or mouthwashes to fight gum disease and strengthen teeth. Honey's natural antibiotics might have actually helped reduce infections. Visualize this: a pharaoh chewing on a sticky herbal paste, believing it would make his teeth unbreakable. Was it true regrowth? Not biologically, like how sharks replace teeth endlessly, but in their eyes, it was a miracle of restoration. Modern dentists still use similar bridging concepts today. Now, fast forward to ancient China, starting around 2000 BCE, where medicine was all about balance: qi, yin, and yang. Tooth problems? They saw it as a sign of kidney imbalance or disrupted energy flow. No sitting around waiting for teeth to magically regrow. They got hands-on. One wild innovation: bamboo peg implants. Carved bamboo sticks inserted into empty tooth sockets to mimic roots. Bamboo was abundant, flexible, and thought to grow like the tooth it replaced. Poetic, right? But practically, it often rotted or caused infections. By 1000 BCE, they advanced to acupuncture for tooth pain, poking needles into specific points to revitalize oral tissues. Imagine lying there while a healer stimulates your jaw meridians to promote healing. Fast forward to the Tang Dynasty around 618 to 907 AD, and they invented silver tin amalgam fillings. Yes, the same stuff dentists used until recently. They drill out decay and pack it in, essentially regenerating the tooth's function. Herbal teas with licorice roots soothed inflammation, and chewing neem sticks cleaned teeth naturally. Chinese texts even linked tooth health to overall vitality, prescribing tonics to nourish Jing essence for stronger gums and bones. This holistic approach feels miraculous because it worked on prevention, stopping loss before it happened. Today's acupuncture for dental anxiety? Straight out of ancient China. Crossing oceans to Mesoamerica, the Maya, Aztecs, and Incas from around 2000 BCE to 1500 CE, these cultures turned dentistry into an art form, often for status and rituals. Tooth loss from sugary maize diets? No problem. They drilled and decorated. The Maya were pros at using bow drills with obsidian or copper tips to carve precise holes in teeth, then inlaid jade, turquoise or hematite gems. They'd seal it with plant resins mixed with crushed shells or bones, natural adhesives with antibacterial properties. This wasn't just bling, it filled cavities and prevented further decay, basically regenerating the tooth's integrity without pulling it. Amazingly, they avoided hitting the pulp, showing insane precision for the time. Aztecs took it further, using chicle gum from sapodilla trees as a chewable cleaner. Think ancient chewing gum to fight plaque. They had over 49 plants documented for toothaches, like cilantro for anti-inflammation. Incas filed teeth for aesthetics and used gold fillings for the elite, binding with cotton threads. Rituals often involved these fixes, seeing them as spiritual renewal. Imagine a Mayan king flashing a jade-toothed smile, miraculous status symbol and medical hack in one. Heading to Europe, the Etruscans and Greeks around 900 to 300 BCE laid the blueprint for Western dentistry. Etruscans, pre-Roman Italians, crafted partial dentures from oxen bones for ivory, wired to remaining teeth with gold bands. These were functional, worn in life to chew and speak. They'd heat the gold for better adhesion, a clever engineering miracle. Greeks like Hippocrates described stabilizing loose teeth with gold wires, extracting bad ones with forceps, and soaking cavities in medicinal linen. Aristotle recommended myrrh for gum health, and they even used donkey's milk as a whitening mouthwash. Ammonia in urine was another gritty option, but let's not dwell on that. These methods focused on maintenance, believing herbs could fortify teeth against loss. It's miraculous how these simple tools, wires and soaks, evolved into today's braces and fillings. Now, to ancient India and Ayurveda from 1500 BCE. This system saw teeth as part of holistic health, using herbs for what they called tissue regeneration. Amla, or Indian gooseberry, was a star, rinsed or taken as 1 to 2 grams daily to rebuild gums, strengthen enamel, and fight bacteria. Turmeric, neem, clove, and licorice powders were chewed or applied to reduce inflammation and promote healing, essentially regenerating gum and bone tissue. The big miracle was oil pulling, swishing sesame or coconut oil for 10 to 20 minutes to detoxify and remineralize. Vedic texts claimed it could reverse recession. Modern studies back some benefits, like reducing plaque. No lab-grown teeth, but this natural approach feels like a timeless miracle. Finally, across cultures, folklore added magic. European kids buried baby teeth in gardens to grow new ones. Dark Ages superstitions said steal a tooth to regrow yours. African tribes used animal teeth as charms. These rituals symbolized hope for regeneration, miraculous in their belief. So there you have it. Ancient cultures didn't truly regrow teeth biologically, but their prosthetic miracles, herbal hacks, and preventive wisdom were groundbreaking. Today, stem cell research echoes these ideas, promising real regrowth. What do you think? Was ancient dentistry a miracle? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like if this blew your mind, subscribe for more, and share with a friend who's scared of the dentist. Thanks for watching Medical Miracle. See you next time. Welcome back